Any state, any entity, any ideology that fails to recognize the worth, the dignity, the rights of man, that state is obsolete. It has one iron rule. Logic is an enemy and truth is a menace.
All right, guys, we got the discovery from Walton County. Go over this real quick for you. First piece is the arrest warrant for me. Just going to go over the parts that are important here. Okay, it says on 9/3/21, George Douglas Metz did knowingly, willingly, and unlawfully put an activist sticker on a crosswalk post owned by the city of Pontiac Springs. He did so without permission or consent from anyone authorized by the city. It says what the sticker says. And then it goes on to say the sticker obscured the vision of the road identifier, which could confuse pedestrians. Removal of the sticker caused the 0 on 90 to partially come off. So here they're admitting that when they removed the sticker, it caused the damage. It's going to be important. The sign will have to be repaired or replaced. His actions have no justification, such as an attempt to repair the sign or update the sign, seemingly for no other reason than to further his political agenda. So they admit to knowledge that it was about my political speech, my free expression. This occurred in Pontiac Springs and violates 806.13.1b1. This is the arrest warrant put out for me. Hold for first appearance. It's been a total of 9 days, 3 hours short of 9 days. Jail. Some more paperwork. They did take a print from the crosswalk button. We have the report for that. We're going to get into that as well. Now here, part of the narrative, and as we see here, it says the crime incident. And under the crime incident, it talks about the sticker, the criminal mischief. But on the narrative here, it talks a lot about the health department and what I was doing at the health department, which has no bearing whatsoever on the sticker or the crime of criminal mischief. And it goes into pretty much the whole video of the health department, which they've also are using my detained live stream and another live stream called Yep that I've taken offline, but they're using those in the case against me as well as this right here. Right here says that downtown Pontiac is listed as a historic district and visited by citizens and vacationers year-round. So it would be an optimal place to practice free expression there. Also, what's interesting to note is that the Sergeant, Mindy Shelton, said that she reviewed the video and in fact did observe Metz affix a yellow sticker to the crosswalk post. Now, we know that's not true. So, now here's some pictures of the sign, with the sticker and without the sticker. Okay? With the sticker, without the sticker. Could you still tell that's 90? I can still tell that's 90, right? You see that's a 0, 0, So confusing the pedestrian parts is interesting. Some up close pictures of what it looked like when the sticker was on it. No damage to the sign. The only damage I see to the sign is the sticker's been removed. There's a little damage to the 9 there. I mean, you can still see it's a 90, right? We all seeing that? They talk about some calls that they got at the police department and health department, which again, I don't know why they're including this or trying to include this into the case of the stickers or the sticker, because it has no relevance. This is all stuff from the health department. These are statements from the ladies at the health department, which I'm not sure. And again, well, this one says trespassing here. But a couple of these other ladies here from the health department that wrote a statement, Debbie Trimble, under criminal mischief. And she was a lady of the health department. What would she know about the criminal mischief? I wonder if they're going to bring these ladies up to testify. Same thing here. Another lady, criminal mischief. She's from the health department. Her statement's just strictly limited to the health department. Has no knowledge whatsoever of criminal mischief. So, interesting in that aspect. Next, we go to the Detention Affidavit. This is when they picked me up, Seminole County. Talks about running me through FCIC and confirming they had a warrant, that they took me to Seminole County Correctional, and no bond for first appearance. Here is a fax talking about the court order ROR for me on 9/30. So this just talks pretty much about my release, the ROR, which is right here from Walton County. Having reviewed the file and being otherwise fully advised of the premises herein, it is therefore ordered and adjudged that I am hereby released the hold on the defendant and grants an ROR bond 30th day of September. Now here we're getting into the deferred prosecution agreement. Now they sent this with the discovery, and he asked me if I had any questions. Now I told him a lot of times people are signing this kind of agreement to get out of a trial and that kind of thing, and they usually include some kind of conditions on here. And let's go over these conditions, and I'll tell you the ones that I told them that I would definitely not sign this document because these were on here. So the first one, the defendant must have no violations of the law during the 1-year period. You know, there'd be no way I could sign this document with that on there because of the nature of my work. There's always going to be exaggerated and made up violations of the law, trespassing, disorderly conduct. You guys know the deal. Whenever they want to arrest me, so that right there would violate that order. So can't sign it because of that. But there's many more reasons. But the defendant waives the right to a speedy trial, which would be normal in this kind of situation. If you did sign this, the defendant is charged with. Okay, that's obvious. Defendant agrees to pay fines and court costs. Again, obvious. Cost of prosecution. That's kind of obvious with these kind of agreements. But this one's really interesting, and I think it goes to the heart of the matter of why I'm even being prosecuted. And that is number 6 here, barred from Walton County. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get into this, and I'll tell you why. All right, the reason why this is interesting here, number 6, barred from Walton County, is because I think this is why this prosecution is even going ahead in the first place. And why there was, the no bond status and the 9 days in jail. They're trying to intimidate me from coming there and exposing, for what I can see is, in all intents and purposes, just a mass corruption going on there in all shapes and forms. I've had some people doing some research for me, and we're going to be taking that research, and they made some recommendations on some record requests that I'm going to be pulling, and we're going to be getting into some of the nitty gritty here in Walton County, and as that's what my sticker had to do with government corruption, and I could see them not wanting me back in there for that reason. I've never heard of someone being barred from the county. Now, we got to understand something here too. Let's this one right here. Let's go to Google, and let's type in Walton County. See it on the map, because what's interesting is Walton County takes up, in the western panhandle, takes up from the Gulf to the Alabama state line. So basically, I wouldn't be able to get over into the western half of the state, or taking I-10 west to Mobile or any place west of that. I'd have to cut around this county, which in this area it's pretty rural. So I would have to. So you can see it here on the map. It goes from the Gulf all the way up to the state line, and as you can see, the roads around here, they usually take I-10. So I would have to take I-10 and then go up north here somewhere on 81 or 79 and get into Alabama, and then go up here to Sampson. And then, I'm still even going to have to cut across the county some way, unless I go even further up, which doesn't look like it's very viable. So this is a very, very interesting one there. Also, letter of apology to the city. That would indicate some type of guilt. And again, I wasn't the one to do it, so I'm not feeling guilty. Restitution to the city to be determined in 60 days. It's kind of like a blank check. So yeah, we're not going with this, but wanted to show that to you. FDLE. This is the laboratory report on the prints. Says that no latent prints of value for comparison were noted on Exhibit 2, which is print that they looked it off the button. And of course, it wouldn't be mine. So, yeah, just interesting what we're seeing here. So I wanted to bring that to you guys. I wanted to show you everything I had going on in the case. And we're going to keep you updated. Like I said, we're going to try to request to record the trial, and we'll see where it goes from there. We have a lot of good stuff coming out from Walton County here, coming up soon as well. So just be on the lookout for that, and we'll see you guys soon. All right.